Welcome to Speak Easy English. Learn English the easy way.
Hello! Hi there! We are so happy to welcome you to our deep dive today.
Yes, hello. It is wonderful to have you here with us.
We have a very fun topic today. We are going to figure out where our time goes.
We really are. And we are using a very helpful guide today to help us understand how to plan our day.
Yeah, because sometimes planning is tricky. So our mission today is to learn how to use our time nicely, without feeling sad or without feeling too busy.
Exactly. We want to make sure you have plenty of time for all the fun and important things you want to do.
Okay, let's see. Sometimes I start playing with one toy, right? Like maybe a shiny red car.
Oh, I love playing with toy cars.
Hey, me too. So I play with the car, and then I see some building blocks. Then I play with another toy.
Yeah.
And then another.
You just keep having fun.
Right. But then suddenly, it is time for bed. And I think, wait, where did the time go?
It really does sneak up on you, doesn't it?
It does. Time goes by so fast. Remember, time goes by so fast.
It really does. So now that we know time goes away quickly, we need to ask a big question. How does it happen?
Yeah, like where does it run off to? Does it just pack a suitcase and leave all at once?
No, it doesn't leave all at once.
Yeah.
The guide we are looking at says something really interesting. It says time usually leaves in tiny pieces.
Tiny pieces, like crumbs.
Yes, yeah, exactly like crumbs. Or think about a bucket of water. Imagine you have a big green bucket and you fill it all the way to the top with water.
Okay, I have my big green bucket. It is very heavy.
Right. But what if the bucket has a very, very small hole in the bottom, just a tiny leak?
Oh, no. Drip, drip, drip.
Exactly. You don't see the water leaving at first because it is just one little drop. But later you look inside, the bucket is half empty. The time just, well, it flips away.
So this means losing our time is not one big mistake. It is just lots of tiny things.
Yes, lots of tiny things. The guide uses a really great example. It talks about the telephone.
Oh, the phone. Yeah, that is a tricky one.
It is. Because the telephone is like a small door. But when you open it, it leads to 1,000 tiny rooms.
Oh, wow. 1,000 tiny rooms. That is so many rooms.
It is. You open the door just to look at one little message in one little room, but then you see a short video in the next room.
Oh, I know this. And then you see a funny picture in the next room.
Right. And suddenly you are completely lost. The guide calls this a time fog.
A time fog. Haha. That sounds so silly, but it is true. It is like you can't see where you're going.
You really can't. And you just jump from one thing to another. The guy actually says you become like a confused frog.
A confused frog. Haha, just like
Jump,
jump,
really.
jump, jump.
Yes. Jumping from an email to the phone to a snack, back to the phone, ribbit. Haha.
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to be a confused frog.
Nobody does. So we just have to watch out for the little drops. It leaves in tiny pieces. Remember, it leaves in tiny pieces.
Okay, yes, tiny pieces. Okay, but wait. If we know what we want to do, like if we really want to build a cool block tower, why do we wait? Why do we say we will do it later?
That is such a good question. The guide has a funny way of explaining this. It says the word later is actually a trap.
A trap, like a net.
Sort of. But it is a trap wearing comfortable shoes.
Haha, comfortable shoes. That is so silly.
It is. Because saying later feels soft and easy right now. But when we look at a big job, like cleaning a whole messy room, it feels very heavy.
Oh, yeah. Like a giant boulder. It just feels too big to lift.
Exactly. The guide says it is like bread dough rising. Have you ever seen someone make bread?
Oh, yeah. You mix it up and then you just leave it in a bowl and it puffs up.
Right. It gets bigger and bigger. And the guide says that is what a big job does in our minds. The longer we wait, the bigger and scarier it gets.
Oh, I see. So we get scared to even start.
Yes.
Right.
And then those unfinished things just sit there. The guide says they stare at us like a disappointed ant.
A disappointed ant. Just standing there with tiny little ant hands on its tiny little ant hips. Like, why didn't you clean up?
Yes. Exactly like that. It just makes us feel bad.
Okay, let's see. It is like when we have to put away a giant pile of blocks, we look at the huge pile and we think, oh no, we don't want to. It is too many, so we just wait.
That is exactly what happens. We wait, and the pile looks even bigger.
But what does the guide say we should do if the pile's too big?
The guide has a wonderful trick. It says instead of trying to clean the whole house or the whole giant pile, just make it tiny. Just say, I will clean the table.
Oh, just the table. I can do that.
Right. Or if you have to study for a long, long time, Don't do that. Just practice 5 little sentences.
5 little sentences. That is so easy. It doesn't feel heavy at all.
Exactly. It takes the heavy feeling completely away.
I love that trick. So we make the job very small. Make the job very small.
Yes, wonderfully small.
Yeah.
But now that we know to make things small so we aren't scared, how do we choose what to do first?
Yeah, because, there are so many fun and important things to do. I want to paint and read and build.
There really are so many things.
Yeah.
But the guide shares a very special secret here. It says, choose what matters most.
What matters most? Okay.
Yeah. It says we should never, ever make a big, scary list of 20 or 30 things to do.
30 things? Oh, my goodness, no. That feels like a punishment.
It really does feel like a punishment. Looking at 30 things just makes you feel tired before you even start.
So how many things should we pick?
Just pick 3 things.
3. Just 1, 2, 3.
Just 3. The guide calls 3 a happy human number.
A happy human number. I like the sound of that. It feels friendly.
It is very friendly. A small list like that is not a scary punishment. It is like a treasure map.
Oh, a treasure map. I love treasure map.
Right. A treasure map helps you find your way on a fun adventure. It guides you nicely. It should never feel like a prison.
So, if I have lots and lots of fun things to do today, I just look at all of them and I pick the 3 best ones?
Yes. Because if you try to do 30 things, doing more just makes you busy. You just run around like the confused frog.
Ribbit, just running in circles.
Haha, exactly. But choosing better makes you clear. You know exactly where your treasure is.
Choosing better makes you clear. That is so nice.
So remember the secret. Just choose 3 things. Remember, just choose 3 things.
3 things. Okay, I have my treasure map. But wait, what if we want to learn something new, like playing a drum, but we feel like we have no free time?
That is a great question. The guide says something very funny about free time. It says free time does not just walk up, knock on your door, and say hello.
Haha, hello, I am free time. Can I come in?
Haha, if only it did. But no, it doesn't happen like that. The guide says we have to carve out time.
Carve out time. What does that mean?
It means we have to make a special, quiet space for it on purpose. We have to build a little fence around our time and say, this is my drum playing time.
Oh, I see. We protect it.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be a whole huge day. Even just 10 or 15 minutes is perfect.
Really? Just 10 minutes? That is so fast. I can definitely find 10 minutes.
You definitely can. But there is one very important rule when you make your special, quiet space.
Oh, what is the rule?
You must put away your tiny magnets.
Tiny magnets. Wait, like the magnets on my refrigerator.
No, not those magnets. The guide calls our phones and our buzzing devices tiny magnets. Because a magnet pulls things toward it.
Yeah, they pull your eyes. They pull your ears. Beep, beep, look at me.
Exactly. So you have to put the tiny magnets in another room so your focus doesn't break.
But, what if I try really hard, but I accidentally start looking at a video of a fluffy cat? Or, I get carried away looking at my cool toys instead of playing my drum.
That is such a normal thing to happen. And the guide has the most comforting advice for when that happens. It says, do not attack yourself.
Oh, do not be mean to yourself.
Never. You don't have to be a perfect robot. Humans are not robots. We get distracted. We like fluffy cats.
We really do. So if I'm not a perfect robot, what do I do when I get distracted?
You just gently go back to your plan.
Yeah.
You say, oh, look, I'm watching a cat. That is silly. And then you just put the cat video away and gently pick up your drumstick.
Oh, I love that. I don't have to feel bad or sad. I just gently go back.
Right. Being really good at using your time just means you know how to come back. That's all.
That feels so warm and nice.
It is.
Yeah.
And, the guide says another thing we must gently make time for is resting. Resting is very, very important.
Oh, resting. Like taking a nap or just looking at the clouds?
Yes. Our brains do a lot of hard work. The guide says our minutes need a lunch break.
A lunch break. Like the little minutes are wearing construction hats and they sit down with a tiny sandwich.
Yes. A tiny sandwich and a little cup of juice. If you don't give your minutes a lunch break, they get too tired to work.
That makes so much sense. We have to be kind to our time and kind to ourselves.
Always.
So we just gently go back. Just gently go back.
That is the perfect way to say it.
Wow, this has been so fun to learn about. So let's look at our whole map. Managing our time isn't about doing every single thing in the world.
No, it definitely isn't.
It is about protecting what matters most to us. Like playing outside, resting with a good book, learning fun new things, and spending time with the people we love.
That is the absolute best way to use time. It is just about making room for the good stuff.
It really is. Well, before we say goodbye, we want to leave you with a fun little thought to practice today.
Yes, a little brain game.
To practice managing your time, can you name 3 small, everyday tasks?
Oh, that is a wonderful idea. Just 3 small things.
Think about it. Can you name 3 small tasks? Remember, 3 small tasks.
Have so much fun picking your 3 things today. You are gonna do great.
You really are. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure today. Goodbye. See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.